theatre and
bands and corporate events.
I regularly teach classes.
Concert production.
Installation systems.
Piano technician.
Sound company.
for local festivals.
I'm my own company.
Production.
I'm a Pro Tools certified instructor.
Theater.
AV work.
Front of house monitors.
Ableton certified trainer.
Mixing bands on the bandstand.
Summer camp.
Front of house for a touring band from New Orleans.
I see the big picture. That's the most important thing.
How to balance your speakers in a room and get things sort of, to a good standard. Using lasers to, plot your space and find out where you are and, how to EQ your system basically. And
Spectral crossovers and a spatial crossover. That hands-on training.
Being able to measure things, which I haven't been doing, is critical. For example, the laser alignment tool, I think that's a great idea. Having a standard operating procedure when you start to work with a system.
Just honestly, aiming speakers and making sure that you're getting, the most bang for your buck. Like your little triangle things are awesome. I have a process to have a starting point of where to put boxes and feel again, you're just able to break down some things on a logical level at least.
Don't invest tuning. I feel more confident.
Clearer connections between things. So I shouldn't be thinking about where to aim the axis. I should be thinking, where is the off-axis point? When am I out of it? Because that's the critical point.
I have started applying the concepts the day after. More consistent method of work.
Comb filtering and speaker aiming positions of reference microphones.
5 years ago, how we were doing everything wrong.
Did a lot of reading.
sometimes just reading a book, it doesn't quite give you that feeling of I can walk into a room and do that, so.
And I would love to understand all that heavy physics, but ultimately, understanding every word and every equation in that chapter probably won't make a single bit of difference to the next job that I do. That was a failed attempt to take myself to the next level.
I was in, your 31 band, and I was going into a venue and, on the digital desk, just pulling out, notching frequencies out and things. So
I was largely doing things by experience and ear. And I wasn't really using tools it takes a little longer to set up because you're eyeballing things. But, in a more complex system, I knew that I have to use tools because it's part of that work. So,
I'm you just twist knobs until it sounds right. Because in college, in the early 90s, mid 90s, there wasn't a scientific method to it at all.
I feel like sound is a really weird, old Wild West. And people just kind of do their own thing, but you have to, at some point you got to separate the men from the boys.
You have a very good way to explain things.
I think it definitely helped just to sort of see other people ask questions, and
being able to just ask questions and know that they're going to be answered. Being just that community aspect, I think, is huge. You know what I mean? Because this sounds corny, but it's a safe place to be a geek. It's not a class you can take on autopilot. It's not college.
Ask questions.
Make sure to ask every question that you've ever had.
Make sure you ask all the right questions as you're designing a system, and
just really be engaged and
participate in a Slack group.